feeling like I'm academics.
We want to go on facts. And I guess I say that to say Diddy's in trouble. The feds obviously has raided his shit. Civil suits have mentioned Justin Combs. The person who has not gotten mentioned is Christian Combs. Okay? Now, there is now a lawsuit that hasn't been filed yet. It's not even been filed. And this is where I'm like, yo, bro, there's some cloud chasing happening now, right? So Diddy's other son is getting accused of sexually assaulting and drugging a woman. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I would have probably like look at this a little bit, but it's coming from the same attorney that's that's literally walking around and looking around to try to figure out, yo, have you been like have you hung out with these guys? Are you down to like file a lawsuit? It's the same lawyer for what do you call it again? It's the same lawyer for Lil Rod. It's the same lawyer for like a bunch of other complaints against other people. And it almost feels a little bit ambulance chase-ish because, again, the Diddy shit, we're really investigating like it's real shit. Now it comes out Christian Combs is being named in a looming lawsuit. You know what it means? It's not even filed yet. Accusing the rap star of sexually assaulting and drugging a woman. The lawsuit against Combs, the son of the embattled rap mogul Diddy, has yet to be officially filed, but it's currently in the works, according to attorney. And this is where I'm starting to like, bro, I'm becoming a little bit weary. Bro, I'm seeing this one lawyer in every lawsuit. In every lawsuit. And it's always a bunch of salacious information and charges. Do you get what I'm saying? Also, if we really think about it, the first Lil Rod lawsuit, there was a lot of incorrectness and inconsistencies. That was disproven immediately. The people who you photoed but blurred out their face that were underage, they weren't underage. Now, the same lawyer, which it seems this lawyer is definitely trying to take down Diddy, but I can imagine they probably don't care about Diddy. They care about a payday, right? The current, it's in the works according to this attorney. So now the attorney is reaching out to blogs, reaching out to news outlets to tell them about lawsuits they haven't even filed yet against people we've never heard allegations against. Respectfully, I've never heard an allegation against Christian Combs. Yes, you could say his daddy is Diddy, but come on, bro. Like, are you saying that every sperm that Diddy ever produced is a motherfucking whatever? I'm not saying Diddy is innocent, people. Make this clear. I'm not saying Diddy's innocent. By the way, Cassie isn't represented by this guy. The 17-year-old, I also believe, isn't represented by this. It's only Lil Rod, and then there's a bunch of other little cases, but those cases seem a little bit like, seems like cheap attempts to get in the news to hopefully someone pays out money. It's a shakedown. Yo, I'm going to get you bad press. We don't even really got to go to court. Just give me some bread. And when you give me some bread, we'll just get rid of it. But right now, Diddy looks horrible, so it's easy to get press on anything Diddy related. Oh, something Diddy. His son. So I'm not defending Christian Combs. But now watch this. The rapper who performs under the stage name King Combs has been romantically linked to multiple women during his time in the spotlight. He dated his ex-girlfriend Bria Hicks for several years. He's currently dating Raven Tracy, who recently got his name tatted on her body. The claims made against him have been described as serious and thrust him into the vortex of shocking claims surrounding his father, as Diddy has been hit with several lawsuits in the last couple of months, accusing him of sexual assault, sexual trafficking, drug abuse, and more. Here's the thing. The lawyer has previously represented clients in litigations against celebrities such as T.I. and Tiny. So all those women that accused T.I. and Tiny, he represented the majority of them. Also, he represented a few people going against Nicki, allegedly. And also is the attorney for Lil Rod. And also is the attorney for this mystery woman against Christian Combs. I'm just saying. I'm not going to jump to speculation. We haven't even heard any real accusations or allegations against Christian Combs. And this is the trash part of all of this. While we're looking to hold people accountable, while we're looking for the truth, here's the thing. If your name gets even brought up in this, just off of this headline, Christian Combs, even though, like, you know, it might already be fucked up because, you know, he's pretty much a twin of his dad. Like, he looks exactly like Diddy. Some of his situations might be slowed up, but now y'all got some random accusation of him acting like, and you know, the public are going to read it like, oh, okay, like father, like son. They were probably all doing all this in a freak off. No. And I feel bad for that because, like, I do think the Combs' life are irreparably damaged. And I'm saying that because maybe it was only Diddy doing it. Again, I don't know. But the son's life, their career, you know this guy raps, right? You know what's funny about Kodak saying, I ain't on some Diddy shit, blah, 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 blah. You know who Kodak got a song with? Diddy's son. Christian Combs, Diddy. You can imagine this is gonna, oh no, not Christian Combs, Kodak. You can imagine how they have a song called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. 22 million. Now they throwing him into the shit, saying he's been on some bullshit too. So, you know, and I met this young man at Drake's show before. What is he gonna do now? So, you know, I do want us to kind of, as we get some of these allegations, we got to start slowing down a bit and start to use multiple sources to corroborate shit. And even though we are going to be shocked by some of the salacious details of what we're seeing, like, for example, you do realize this Lil Rod situation, we're more like, let me give you, this is my honest opinion about the Lil Rod, like, lawsuit. The first lawsuit they filed was completely garbage. It was trash. But it had salacious information in it. There were misspells. You know who hit me up about that lawsuit? Lawyer for Workers. He said, yo, I'm an actual attorney, and this is one of the worst lawsuits I've ever read. There's so much incorrect information. There's so much misspellings. This seems like an amateur job. That's what he told me. And I said, hey, people are kind of looking at this attorney based on the clients that they're trying to procure, look like they're trying to do shakedowns of people. Now, granted, one of those clients is going at Diddy, who has a federal case, but it's not because of Lil Rod. It's because of Cassie. And that's the thing that people are now thinking. It's not Lil Rod. Lil Rod hasn't even, from what I understand, hasn't came forward and corroborated these things. Most of what Lil Rod is saying is repeated rumors that have existed in the industry. Now, has he been around Diddy? Of course. Is he telling the truth some places? Yes. And also, here's the thing about the Lil Rod lawsuit. The Lil Rod lawsuit only really got better, like from a legal perspective, after the raid. Why? It started to specifically name and detail shit about people that the raid had in handcuffs or arrested. Brendan Paul, the guy who was the drug mule, this guy right here. This guy, he wasn't in the Lil Rod's lawsuit, or he wasn't really named specifically and detailed as doing shit. He wasn't until the amendment to the lawsuit came, and then they have all type of pictures of him and all type of, oh, we have video of him. He came with coke. Well, if he was that important to the story, and now TMZ got him up there as the drug mule for Diddy that's bringing the drugs to all the freak-offs, why didn't your lawsuit initially mention the guy and detail him as such? Only after the raid and this guy went to jail, then they amended it and they're like catching up. And I'm like, now granted, to me, this has nothing to do with the feds. The feds, I particularly don't think the feds are going off what Lil Rod said. The feds talked to Cassie. That's what I believe happened. They've probably talked to Lil Rod, but I believe primarily they're going off what Cassie and that 17-year-old at the time was saying. Okay, somebody said play that Kendrick shit. What are you talking about? Somebody says, Diddy Gayle King interview coming soon? Shit. You know, Lil Rod responded to me. I DM'd him. I said, yo, bro, what is this? He responded by saying to me, I'll tell you what he said. He didn't respond, he didn't answer no question. He just said, hi, I think. I said, yo, he says hi. I said, I need you on my next stream to explain all this Diddy stuff. And he left me on scene. I don't know. Orentis, of course I could read off 5 chats. Somebody says, Cassie crying on the stand will kill Diddy. I think that Cassie has detailed a scenario to the feds that is so vivid that that lawsuit that was filed pales in comparison. Pales in comparison. And again, I guarantee they offered her immunity because there might be things done, drugs that she gave. Who knows if she's probably had a whole session with the feds and probably told him, yeah, he had me carry his weapons too. He put his gun up in my purse and it's fine, and I did carry it, which that's a crime. That is a crime. So for her to admit all that, they're going to have to say, we're going to give you immunity. We'll never charge you, just as you know. So you could tell us. Somebody said, yo, did Diddy touch Biggie? I'm going to be honest with you. I actually believe Biggie was bisexual. So, but that's an act thought. That's not no proven fact. I think Biggie was bisexual too. Put it like this. There was too many people surrounding Biggie that love men for him not to be gay too. You know why? His DJ Mr. C was fucking transsexuals. Diddy was having freak off with niggas. And he talking about people look so good, he sucked their daddy dick. What you want me to conclude? What you want me to conclude? I just say I just don't have no full details yet. We just got to do the math. If two of the people you see with me a lot are gay as a $2 bill, wouldn't you say, "Act, you gay"? You know you gay. Y'all niggas call Shannon Sharp gay because he got like a gay stylist he be hanging with. Diddy's DJ was fucking transsexuals. His right-hand man was having freak off with niggas. And he was rapping about people looking so good, he want to suck the daddy's dick. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to ruin nobody's legacy. And obviously that is just an act thought. I don't know. But I imagine that he probably was. I imagine. You got to imagine, these guys are hanging out beyond just studio. Let's think about it. You're hanging out with your y'all on tour, you're hanging out with your DJ and your take that boss. they're both bringing men around to fuck. You want me to believe you the straight one and be like, nah, all right, y'all go fuck the dudes, give me the woman. Then you're rapping about people look so, come on, man. Yeah. Somebody say it's a Richard Pryor joke. Okay. Richard Pryor was gay. You do know this, right? I know y'all saying it's a joke. Richard Pryor, sexuality. You could Google it.
Chimkus with Fox 411. During an interview with Vulture magazine, legendary music producer Quincy Jones broke some unexpected news, claiming Godfather actor Marlon Brando had a sexual relationship with comedian Richard Pryor. The comedian's widow, Jennifer Pryor, now confirming those rumors, telling TMZ, "It was the 70s. Drugs were still good, especially Quaaludes. If you did enough cocaine, you'd bleep a radiator and send it flowers in the morning." Jennifer said her husband was open about his bisexuality among friends.
So that was a bisexual man's joke that you're saying a straight man took and put into a rap. Okay. It's okay. Whatever you say, I'll go with. Whatever y'all say, I'll go with. But just know Richard Pryor was gay. So if you want to believe that Biggie was the only straight nigga in the midst of a whole lot of gayness, you're like, oh no, he only rapped that because he took Richard Pryor's joke. Well, Richard Pryor was gay. His DJ was gay. Diddy's fucking or having freak off with niggas. All right, you got it, bro. You got it. You got it. You got it. You feel what I'm saying? Cool. Let's see what he said on What's Beef.